All right. Go away. Okay, that one's mine. I'll wait till my wife gets back in here. Welcome to another edition of I'm Gonna Stuff My Face Like I'm a Disgrace. Waiting on the wife to get back. I don't want to start eating without her because that'd be rude. We have gotten the Hillbilly Yanking burgers that are absolutely massive. I ordered mine without French fries. She ordered hers with. And we've got the new Mountain Dew Baja Cabo Citrus. You just made shrimp chicken fried rice? So you chicken fried your shrimp? I wonder how that tastes. It's orangish. Very, very orangish. Almost like it's citrus.
I hate your shirt.
My shirt?
Your work shirt.
Why?
Caught myself barely, but I slid on it in the bathroom.
Oh, I'm sorry, honey.
It was my fault. I should have washed it. But I slipped.
Alright. So this one's mine. Which means this one is yours. Oh, shit.
Duchess.
Duchess, get down. You know better. Okay. Be very... Oh, careful. My wrist just popped. The new Sprite. No, I typically stick to soda pop that's got caffeine in it. That way it'll increase my metabolism while I'm drinking loads of sugar. Yes, because somehow that equates to losing weight. Hopefully. Now, this monstrosity is what we're looking at. It's almost as big as my head. No!
The lady said yes about the cider meeting after the cider market. How is it? What?
Get a waist trainer. I've got myself the well, my usual workout stuff, but fuck, what is that? Thrill of the Fight 2. That shit will make you sweat. It'll make you sweat so much that within 30 minutes the whole house smell like onions. If you catch my meaning.
Warren Parker is hot on the trail of a nuisance bear in his neck of the woods. Got a couple live traps out, and I'm just gonna go check on them and see if we've had any activity over the last couple days. The warden's only deployed.
Sonic's good, right? Food wise, Sonic.
I've only really had their milkshakes.
One thing every man knows. You don't want to get between a mama bear and her cub.
Oh, this shit is so good.
Probably a handful of human beings. But trap's door is shut. There must be something inside.
I was born with this face, Jason. Thank you.
Do I need to go on there and block them?
No.
It's a raccoon, not a named black bear. Every animal this time of year, spring of the year, is taking advantage of any seafood that they get. And it's had plenty of food to feed on, so it's definitely not starving to death. We'll probably think twice about jumping in next time.
Wolfie. Duchess.
What's
Already hitting my wall. You see, I won't usually go and buy. Well, today is
He's on his way to hand off his baby seat.
Mrs. Critter Keeper's birthday.
And not a moment too soon.
So rather than going and getting her a cake, we both went and got burgers that generally would break the bank. You never made that face when I worked with you. Well, Jason, you never brought out that face when I was working with you.
Who would have ever thought a heron would be saving the seagull? That's what scores me.
Told you the fries were a good thing to get, especially if they don't cost extra.
He's very young, but he's got the state, he's alert, he's hungry, sleeping, he's doing everything right. I think he's in good condition.
Thank you very much, and I know this is kind of an imposition, but I do appreciate it. Kathy really cares about these animals, and you know, she's really focused on the human interaction with these things, keeping it to the
Whew.
making these birds fly.
I've got to push my glasses back, but I don't know what part of my hand isn't greasy right now.
Once the chick is old enough to fly, Kathy will release it back into the wild, where it belongs.
It's so cute. We can't show you because that's how my channel gets demonetized.
Over at Harvard.
Thank you, YouTube. You're so fantastic.
The wardens deal with nuisance bear calls often, but this time, Warden Parker.
They're white onions, but they're still pretty good. Aren't red onions sweet onions, or are those?
There's a sweet yellow onion also, but red onions, my opinion, are a little bit in between. They're really sweet though, when cooked, my opinion.
Before the nuisance bear is released back into the wild, the research.
Oh, I'm gonna be sweating like a mother either tomorrow or the next day playing some more of that game. After eating this, I guarantee you, my house be smelling like onions. I got so overheated playing that game in my own house that I had to take off my shirt that I'm wearing right now because I felt like I was just going to spontaneously combust. Especially with... Whoa! Oh, yeah. It's kind of what he was going for. Yeah, pull my finger away from any little holes and then just load them up in the truck and go. That last person that I went up against in the match, he had that super kind of crackhead energy.
Alright, guys.
And I cannot believe I was 1 point away from matching him. Like, I think it was either 27 to 28 or 28 to 29. But either way, I thought there was no way I'd even come close. Because he was dancing all over the place. It was crazy. Genuine question, what are the best onions for cooking? Red onions?
Yellow.
Yellow onions.
Or sweet if you want to be a little sweeter.
Mm.
Green or red onions are the best for eating raw.
Once he lands at the drop site,
That's at least what I've heard.
Warden Parker calls George
You're not good enough
to
for
get the team here ASAP.
Well, I am almost done with my burger.
They arrive.
We're doing this study for specifically to give the students
I prefer mine.
a lot of training, being able to have them handle them, exercise and the whole 9 yards. And then also to gather data that would be useful for the main department of administration.
Lotus says, hope you had an amazing birthday.
The management there. So
I had Five Guys, and then I get this burger.
Tools they'll need to safely.
She's had burgers on burgers. Well, I guess we've had burgers on burgers.
They even have a camera that will document their findings.
Definitely bear scat. We were just not sure if it belongs to this bear or another that's passed by the area. So we'll find out though if we can get some fresh feces from that bear. When we check their temperature, we can compare.
They have a lot of questions about this bear, but first they need to sedate it. Parker is vigilant. For many of these students, this is their first bear encounter,
What?
and they'll need to be careful. A bear in a trap is still.
Which burger did you get? The cowboy, right?
Mm-hmm. No, there's a Five Guys over in Hillsboro.
Tranquilizer needle to the end of a pole, so they can safely.
We had to go out to Winco.
And then we went to Cash and Carry and got me a case of ginger ale.
I definitely got it in, but I don't know how.
And hire him a box of Abba Zabas.
Probably 8 or 10 minutes after.
Did they leave the tip of that needle in the bear? He pulled that shit out and I didn't see a tip to that needle no more.
It's a spring-loaded one.
And everyone is hoping.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
It means it went back into it.
Oh, okay. I was just like, good God, what the fuck? Oh, Hillsboro's not a problem. Well, it was a problem today.
120 miles.
Fucking Prius. I thought it was a tanker truck at first that was slowing down the line. Turns out that there was a motherfucking Prius preventing us from hitting the speed limit all the way up Cornelius Pass. A Prius
Nothing seems
in front of the fucking tanker truck
something that really
that was holding up the tanker truck. The speeds on Corn Pass, tops 45. For the majority of the way, we went like 25, 30.
And he was bitching the whole
I was so mad.
Just trash. Just
Like, I already have to go and deal with that shit on the commute. I already have to, on my way to work, deal with stupid people. But my God, that particular Prius owner could just walk from now on. Save everybody the trouble.
so come out recreating in and come out here and do this.
determined to catch whoever is responsible. Blanchard digs through the garbage looking for clues. Jackpot.
You get a little piece of mail right here. Pop home there right there. Oopsie. Good. It's good evidence. One way or another, you gotta make this right. So.
Now that he has a name and an address, Blanchard zeroes in on a suspect. Back in Hartford, the Unity College Bear Study is about to do their first glimpse of a live black bear.
Hey, you finished it. What are you doing for dessert?
Looks like the tranquilizers are working, but they need to proceed.
What do you mean dessert? Dessert is surviving. I do not drive a Prius wagon.
The bear's out cold.
All right, I will be back.
With a knife, please. Like a steak knife.
Excuse me. Oh my God.
Once the bear's out of the trap, the team jumps into action.
They're monitoring the bear closely, heart rate, temperatures. It's no different than you or I going in, maybe getting a little Novocaine and having a tooth filled or cleaned, and after a while the numbness wears off. No different here.
It's an adult male, approximately 300 pounds. The bear study is only interested in tracking females and cubs, so they won't be putting a collar on this bear. But the biological data they collect from it will be useful in assessing the bear population in Maine.
Put the tag in your ear, now.
Excuse me.
They don't have a good wind reflex when they're out there. They're monitoring his vital signs.
No, Wolfie. No.
If it overheated, that is
You guys got lots of french fries. I even dipped some in ranch
The
for
bear's teeth. If they can get one out, they'll be able to learn how old it is. As they are working to extract the tooth, the bear licks George's hand.
Duchess.
Not a good sign.
Just trying to lick something off
Everyone
the
is
thing.
instructed to back away.
So I'm supposed to message a lady about 5 minutes before we're ready for her to meet us.
For the kitten?
Thank you.
Ugh.
There's no more French fries.
The bear should have been under for longer.
What do you mean I should have gotten dessert? I got a whole box of Abba Zabbas. Do you have any idea how much diabetes-inducing glory we've got inside this house of ours? Do you have any idea? We have got Mike's Neck, Abba Zabbas, Cherry Jolly Ranchers. We have got freaking pastries in the fridge that I'm probably not going to be able to eat because they're now stale as fuck. And then we have Easter white white chocolate eggs. Reese's white chocolate eggs. We have enough sugar in this house to be deemed hazardous for our health. My health in particular, my brother's health, most definitely, because he gets stoned and then apparently goes on a binge to which he has no control. Oh, and we've got Cheez-Its. Oh, no. I'm sorry, Durs.
What do you say?
He said they say that the more you do something, the easier it becomes. I must be nailing these flashbacks.
I'm sorry.
He has a job to do.
Oh, Abba Zab, we got a whole box. If you love Abba Zabbas, and you can go to a cash and carry, sir, you can buy a whole inventory box of Abba Zabbas. If you were to eat them all in one day, you'd be guaranteed to have diabetes tomorrow.
Or at least a really bad stomachache.
That's what happened to me before. Okay, so bear with me. I know we got to get started on the animals and on the workouts, if my stomach will let me after eating that burger. I do what your brother does. Bear with me. I had Thai level spicy Thai food. And then the next day, I had my wife's beef jerky. And when I tell you that it all came to a head while I was at work, I mean it. I felt pressure building up. And I had to go and run to the bathroom. And when I sat down, it was nothing but battery acid build up.
You asked for it spicy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was the worst butt burn I had. And it did not just last one day. It lasted 24 hours.
Then I thought it lasted longer than that. I need to make it spicier next time.
Yeah. 24 hours. Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, pissing out my butt, battery acid. Very liquidy, very shocking. What?
I'm still eating.
And a long bitter cold spell is one for the record books.
Very
It's
spicy.
just hard, not just on names, but also
Be nice, I'll force you some blue cheese.
to the state.
Better not. You know, they tricked me into eating blue cheese one time.
Permits issued next fall.
I didn't know it was on the carrot. I knew it was on the pickles.
Offered me a carrot,
Up in Frank
and nobody noticed the blue cheese until
Mom
it,
did.
until it was in my mouth, and then I just about threw up because blue cheese is the nastiest shit you can eat. It is moldy ranch. Okay? Yeah. It is horrific.
And then the pickles, when we were down in Plymouth Pub,
disease and parasites.
he took my extra pickles. I didn't realize it till I saw him picking it up, but there was blue cheese all over him.
The goal is to capture 70 animals, satellite collars on, and then monitor their survival.
Today, the team is setting bait.
Okay, done with my game. Now I go. Oh, so we set up for a bazaar today. tonight. And if you guys want to see it, I took pictures of just my resin stuff.
Oh, okay. You know, I like. Why am I the only one in this entire chat that's got like an issue with blue cheese?
Because you're the weirdest.
You know, sometimes I shouldn't ask these questions because I know.
Because you obviously don't have good taste.
Granted, there's this. Granted, I also like eating crickets. Oh, thank God.
What?
Mystic Lotus says, I don't like it. It is not.
Yeah, it is.
Oh my God.
Warden Ethan Buck learns of a nuisance loose in town.
Well, why are you looking at me like that? You better keep looking at me like that.
Many moose are hungry and gesturing too close to people looking for food.
I think he likes blue cheese.
Warden Tom
Look at that face. Wolf. Are you the handsome boy? Yes,
Like,
he is. He's a handsome boy.
Duchess is like me.
And Duchess,
Down.
when people are eating, you stay down. All three of the puppers.
will become aggressive if threatened.
Come here.
Lotus hasn't tried it, so she might like it.
While canvassing the neighborhood,
It's my favorite.
Kenny gets a disturbing
Now, we have got to get started taking care of the creepy crawly critters.
Excuse me.
You're not excused. You like blue cheese. Everybody,
Talking to the dogs.
Shooting a moose out of season is a major violation.
You're looking at a huge fine, $1,000 for your detail. You can't just shoot a moose because it might be harassing your dog.
While McKinley
I'm sorry, no.
shot the moose.
If I'm out hiking or I'm on my property and a moose were to go and threaten my dog,
West.
that is a very viable threat. Okay, there's going to be an injured and or dead moose if it goes after my animal. Just like there'd be an injured and or dead coyote, wolf, bear. If I have a gun on me and a moose makes a move, or a bear makes a move, coyote makes a move to hurt me or my animals, yeah.
You know what? Oliver does not like pickles.
They call the man cell phone.
Are they sweet pickles?
No luck. The
Child,
men have been missing.
you're weird.
So,
The dog.
I picked pickles up the once because I forgot to order it without. She's spitting out.
There are no rules, trails, or roads on the backside of the mountain. The skiers have no way out. Unable to make direct contact with the men, they will have to rely on past experiences.
All right. Now, by the way, I want to get it set up. Oh, Sidhu, how's it going? Game over. Now listen, I know that I lost 2 matches today, but I still fought like the last fat man to order at a taco truck. Okay. Now check this out. This is what I look like while gaming. Okay. Oh shit! I'm still logged in. Come over here. Let's quit. Now we're good. There was a youngin' that showed up on the game today that made me feel so fucking old because that kid was bobbing and weaving. He had what I call that crackhead energy. Man, he put his whole soul into that fight. I am so fortunate after that fight to come out even close to tying with that kid. And I think it was a kid because ain't no adult that I know of has that kind of energy At least not naturally. It was nuts. Good fight. I was sweating so much. By the time I took my freaking head wrap off, it was saturated. All right. Here we go. All the gas today. Oh yeah. I'm just the rootinest, tootinest in the wild, wild west. Can we even call it the Wild West anymore? Alright, we're gonna need to clean up a little bit. If my stomach will let me, I do want to get some floor exercises done, because that's one of the things that we need to get back to doing, especially now that I can extend my thumb like this. Like, turning it and doing that hurts more, but we're almost back to normal. Which means we're going to ruin it by exercising tomorrow, but... Come here. Oh my God. This is what I use in the morning and mid-afternoon to stay awake. My doctor told me to stop it, and I told her that I gave up on every other vice that I had. I'm not going to be giving up on caffeine, too. Ain't no motherfucking way my ass is giving up my caffeine. I just scared a cat with the fart. Not to toot my wife's horn too much, okay? But my wife had such the bad sulfur gas that she had enough of her own fart earlier. She farted, turned around, walked through the crop dust that she had just made, and was like, "Whoo! My Lord! That is impressive." Because if one cannot stand their own fart, it must have the stank. Now today is the day we're going to be keep looking into our scorpion. We have given it 2 to 3 days of not being taken out, jostled around. And I noticed yesterday that she was looking rather chonkers. So hopefully all is well. Yeah, I think I just did. But not as bad as I put myself on blast by blasting past the phone, okay?
How about your burp this morning?
Oh my God, I had a burp this morning
It almost made me throw up.
that made my wife almost throw up. It was the flavor. Picture this. My wife's spicy beef jerky that she makes me mixed with my energy drink. That right there, whoo, she can withstand a lot. But that was too much. That withheld my treasure, my kingdom. I still don't have the luxury I deserve. Billion curse to evil ex-witness. Now, sir, I don't know who you think I am, but no, not here. If we are not allowed to talk too much about politics, we certainly are not going to be getting drawn into curses. All right.
If you guys have a problem with the moose, then we'll come along.
Well, thank you, Jeffrey Genuine. You sound like dirt to me. Oh, my wife is on a roll tonight. I mean, in my wife's defense. That dude was a worse curse than the curse he tried to disperse, so. Just saying.
That was nice. I only did 10 minutes.
He's gonna come back. How dare you, sir? I will have you know that I am a practitioner of the dark arts. I was in the same class as Harry Potter.
If they intentionally skied out of bounds, they could be responsible for the cost of the rescue.
I shook hands with Hagrid. This is him, by the way. I shook hands with Hagrid.
Russia wants to know how these guys ended up lost in the backcountry.
Can you explain best you can exactly where you went over the backside?
And I punched Malfoy in the dick. He's a very strange dude, this guy is.
The out of bounds roll up there. There is a roll up there where sides say out of bounds up there.
Alright, we're gonna get this tidied up a little bit. We're gonna run the vacuum cleaner a couple of times. It's not as messed up as I thought it would be, that's for sure.
Don't feel like buddies always gave them up.
At least my workout area isn't. The rest of the house needs some desperate cleaning.
So you're saying there's no roll
Oh, honey, they don't need your help.
The skiers
Dura
stick
started
to the
it.
story for now.
So you're gonna
Around with questions.
help him?
control tomorrow and explain to them what they did, and there may be some repercussions.
They could lose their season passes or face fines.
Come on, body. If you're gonna make me feel like I gotta burp, let me burp. God, that drives me nuts.
The lesson here is you can't go out of bounds. You're most likely going to end up on the backside of the mountain, and there's no way you're going to get back up over the top.
A few days later, Ward Stevens and the researchers are back in the mountains to catch and collar several books. They discover signs of recent activity at one of their big sites.
Do you want to pause it first? We've got 9 likes. All right. Oh my God, honey. You're so bad. All right, I'll be right back. Let's put you over the top. Actually, move.
Yay, me!
All right, so that is our Firefly Morph Ball Python.
While the team waits for a moose to wander within range. 40 miles away, near Madison, Warden McKay ties up some loose ends.
We've got a guy, he's got 3 warrants out there to arrest right now.
Last fall, the man was charged with multiple poaching violations and failed to appear in court.
We treated him real fair at the time, and he blew it off. So it's important to hold him accountable. So I'm going to try and get him to come to the door, and once he does, I'm going to tell him he's under arrest.
The hunter probably thinks he got away with something, and could be armed and dangerous.
Just need to talk to Everett real quick.
What?
Well, I'll explain it to him.
Back in the woods, a couple of hours pass, but no activity at the bait site. How I need is a moose. Finally, they see a pair in their sights.
There's been a cow calf group that's been using the cover up on the ridge. Hopefully they come down and use this trail in front of us.
They prepare the tranquilizer gun. Meanwhile, McKinney comes face to face with the man he's there to arrest.
Everett, no, I'll talk to you right outside. Okay. No, I'll be happy to explain it to you in a while. Yeah, so that's why. Yeah,
The man
All right.
has no intention of going easy.
TYT.
We're getting guy. You got 3 warrants out for the rest.
All right. So we're gonna come over here. They've already got fluff and stuff on the carpet. Kids. Granted, there's a stain that I can't get rid of yet. 2, actually.
That's how we're gonna do it, Everett.
All right. So. Uh-oh. Are you guys gonna sit over there and play? All right. So what we do?
Unless they can get the moose to return to the box.
Bring it up. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Robertson meets up with Warden McKinney at the
1, 2.
The woman is concerned about finding her hurt.
1, Oh, fuck.
For the woman to shoo the moose back into the wilderness.
Ooh. What? Oliver, you don't want attention? Well, fine then.
Sorry, new toys more important.
Now,
Next out for the maple sap at the sugar house, where it's boiled down. next morning, Warden Jonathan Tucker receives a call about a crime posted on social media.
Guy saw some postings on Facebook.
You're a little late to the party, Oliver.
Saw it last night.
By the time he received the tip, the post had been removed.
Unfortunate is yesterday and Sunday in the state of Maine, we don't know
We're getting the new kitty next weekend.
On Sundays,
Um,
that's the law. So Parker teams up
I hope your day is going
and the owner of
smoothly.
the may have occurred.
Warren Buck's there trying to catch
Make sure you get rested up.
I'm headed to her place of business to see if I can her.
Alright.
Tell me about this Kyle.
boyfriend died, so he has a big pile up there. We have motion detector. So the beat go off. There's conditions left there. And died, and I saw it out there, and of course I thought we got the pictures.
Where's the Kyle right now?
I didn't get it.
But her posting on Facebook suggested otherwise, and the woman confesses to shooting at the coyote. 60 miles north near Green. Involved in dispatching collar boots for the state's deadliest than her.
Alright, so this cage belongs to our Theraphosa apophysis, or pink leg tarantula. Goliath pink leg tarantula.
Perfected to guard capturing and releasing large wild animals.
Oh yeah, kittens do that. They are crazy.
Just for few meals and time.
This is what she looks like. Her booty is looking rather big. She could be pre-molt. We'll see. Tomorrow we're getting crickets. We're also going to try releasing a roach into her domicile. I don't think she's been out for a while, which is typical of an animal that's pre-molt, is they will try to stay as far away from any and all movement they can.
Meanwhile, Warden Buck arrives at the boyfriend's residence. No one is home. Buck scans the yard for any signs of blood in the smell. Doesn't see anything. The woman may not have hit the coyote, but that is
The biggest thing is, you know,
I didn't even think of it until I sat down and I got back in the house and my friend's boyfriend was like, "Oh, it's Sunday, right?"
Walker is also concerned that this inexperienced hunter may not even have a license.
you do have a hunt license, you said?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, you have that on your road right now.
I do have one.
And the violence of it.
I might actually have it in the car.
You know.
While Ashley looks for her hunting license, Parker checks his computer.
That's the first one down.
You want to jump back in the truck really quick? So no records of the 24/7.
When keeping tarantulas, make sure that do your damnedest to mimic the environments they'd be coming from. A lot of people out there assume that tarantulas are suffering in these conditions. And the fact of the matter is these conditions tend to mimic those that they'd be encountering out in the real world. For instance, tarantulas, when they are in a burrow, hardly give themselves what we'd consider to be adequate space. It's literally like a gopher hole. And typically speaking, they don't tend to spend or stay too far into the back of said gopher hole. So, out in the wild, tarantulas have an extremely high mortality rate, which is why they tend to have hundreds, if not thousands, of babies, is to give their species more of a chance. These are Monocentropas balfouri. These are an old world species of tarantula that you find out in Yemen. Now this male is old. He's got a bad leg. He is much, much older than they would typically expect one of those tarantulas to survive to. This is the female Monocentropas balfouri. She's tucked away in the back with a big old abdomen. We're hoping that that is a sign that she is either pre-molt or about ready to have some babies. Having a gravid tarantula would be so amazing.
When the drugs wear off, the moose will walk away. No worse for wear. One now.
The only thing in their cage that is typically watered is the water dish. They need to remain arid.
My name is spelled right on it.
No.
Okay. Parker confers with Buck. He runs the misspelled name and gets a match. She's got all her licenses and permits. But there's still the issue that she hunted on a Sunday.
I think the one did pretty well. There's only wildlife that got harmed here, and I don't think she'll make another mistake like this. Definitely not intentional thing. It's more heat of the moment and inexperience. I'm gonna give you a warning. Hunting on Sunday.
It's so dumb. Hunting on a Sunday. What a weird law to have.
Once ever heard that the bullet never got its mark? We're gonna learn from this lesson.
Back up here, Bill. The helicopter makes
There we go.
Specialist West Livingston releases the college now. But instead of running away,
Oh, snap. Whew.
goals that could say like college on and then monitor their survival.
They're loving that toy.
Oh, yeah. This cage belongs to a Vietnamese centipede. Let's see. Yep. There are probably the back legs on that critter, not the front. Looks like we have a few of those storage mites in here, but not too many. Storage mites are typically cleaners. They go after organic matter, more so like dead animals in protein. So they're probably in here picking off small things like this right here. Generally speaking, they are not a hazard for your pets. They are generally just there to pick up the mess. Sometimes they can get out of hand, like in our roach colonies. But unless they start specifically attacking animals, it's not something that we're too worried about. They are often found inside terrariums. Jesus. That right there is a dubia roach. We have two of them in here. And one orange head.
Meanwhile, Sergeant Simmons and William McKinney are on patrol in Scout Eagle when they spot a broken down skull on the shoulder of the
Alright, what do we have here?
Riding a sled along the roadway is both dangerous and illegal. Warden stopped to find out what was going on. Where were you going with that? That was a unicorn. You take it off. Okay. When someone stole the sled and turned that new truck. Were you driving the sled? Yeah, she's driving the sled. Let's look at the way to address. You were driving the sled?
Okay.
It's not just
All right. Oops. Okay. Now, another set of exercises. We're trying to get the sides, my sides worked out a little bit here as well as my abs. Tomorrow we're going to be doing push-ups. Hold on, I'm going to make sure that we're not missing any conversation pieces.
The man's been drinking and was driving slow. He could be headed to jail.
Here we go.
Simmons calls it the man's license. And discovers the man has a history of breaking the law with a long record of conviction.
Wolfie! Oh, you baba poppers! Now y'all come over for some attention. Oh, fuck. Wolf! Wolf came over to say hi first. You buttheads. Huh? Huh?
While Simmons indicated very minor things. Back in the woods.
Right there.
Tracks are
Oh,
going
yeah.
that way.
Oh, yeah.
You can see the tracks where they're not going in under the softwood cover. You can see the toes are going this way.
Using the signal from the collar, the team locates the dead moose.
This is
Oh, boy. Look how skinny you're getting. Look at that. We're going to get you trimmed up, and then they're all going to see. Right now, you kind of look a little bit like a Muppet. Yeah, you're so shaggy. Chewy's going to start getting jealous. Yeah.
They take so much blood, volume-wise, and that's what causes anemia. So it really is tough on a cat.
This moose is covered with ticks.
Go on. Ticks in the middle of winter? I thought ticks were a fucking summer deal.
Whether the internal organs are also infected.
Here we go.
I'm cutting the ribs so I can access all the organs.
Take Oliver. There you go.
The lungs have
You're not trapped by the vacuum cleaner, kid. You literally came through there. You literally came through there. You're not trapped at all. I love you. You being a goober. Being a goober. Go on. Go on.
back for a full histological
Oh.
exam, but definitely
What the biologist
What is this?
this calf.
What is this?
Combat disease and parasites.
Oh my god. You got so much of this extra fur. No wonder our vacuum cleaner died. You killed it. Not the one I was just using. Our actual, like, legit pet vac. Dead.
The man smells like alcohol.
It hit one of his tufts of fur and said, "Fuck it, I'm out." All right. Oh. What are you doing? You ran that tail right into my mouth. Come here. looks like Fozzie. He does. And Wolf got some loves too. Yes, you did, Wolf. You need food? Is that why you're yelling at me? Huh? Oh yeah, he needs food.
Blue stars.
Okay. Oh shit. Just scared the shit out of Charlotte.
Extinguish the flames.
Do you have a fire extinguisher or a hose? You got a big fire extinguisher in the truck by any chance?
The Parker situation is about to go from bad to worse.
Whew.
Gotta grab that acetylene tank out of there. Holy smokes, that building's on fire again. Hang on just grab that acetylene tank out of there. It's gonna blow up. Hold on, we just gotta get those tanks out. Grab the propane.
Gas exploding. They could let us around.
Oliver! Stop that! No. Eat your food. Don't bury it, or I'm gonna take him away. You know what? I'm gonna take him away.
The volunteer fire brigade arrives.
Little monster.
Extinguishes the blaze. The grateful owner shows up.
You want your lamb chop back? Stop burying your food with him.
Well, what is he supposed to do? My shoes are in the bathroom.
Fucking eat!
Good thing, hey, you didn't lose the whole thing.
Stop it! Stop it! Oliver! He's gonna rub a hole on his nose. I'm gonna have to get a fucking head wrap. Since when do V-ups make me freaking sweat? Ay. I'm getting older, kids. I'm getting older. I can't do my workouts without dropping sweat, you know.
So I'm picking Mom up in the morning.
Okay. In the truck, right? Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go see if I can find a head wrap because this is getting drippy.
We'll see if I can catch you. Well, you know, this challenge, oh my god, this water can't be much more than 40 degrees. There's something wrong. Diesel fuel gets out of that tank right there. That right there, you get so much coming on in there, it's all over. It just doesn't seem legit. You don't have a damn thing because I haven't done it.
For the game wins and men.
Hang on, what's that right there?
Bullets are filled with danger.
I found one of my older ones, guys. You guys want to see what I used to wear while I was out in the garden? Back when I was working for clients, tearing up their properties. Check this out.
Up here, it seems like everything is melting. The season is finally turning, and all across Maine, fever is spreading like wildfire.
So this is what I used to wear back when I would go and do landscaping. Look, it's even got a little bit of sun bleaching going on the top. Talk about a throwback. Oh yeah. This shit outshines and outperforms all the other head wraps that I used to wear, or that I still wear, because of just how comfortable this shit is, and it has a sweat patch right here. Let me tell you, back during the summertime, I used to go take these and wring them out and then slap them back on. till I started sweating again. I would be out in temperatures as high as 100 degrees. People wondered why I wouldn't start working until the afternoon hours. Craziness. All right, come on. All right. Now this cage belongs to our green bottle blue, and she has been a busy little bee. Look at all of the webbing that she has placed everywhere. There she is. Oh, wow. Webbing all over the place. I think it actually might need another spritz. Now this tarantula, well, no, we spritzed it yesterday, I think. The green bottle blue cage.
Did you?
I thought I did. All right, we'll do it real quick then, just to be sure, and then we will leave it for a day or two. Hey, Cayman. Or is it common? Oh, hey, look at that. That is a food ball that's on top of a cricket I pulled out of there. Now, food balls are typically created when the... Oh, there's another one. Jesus, she has been a busy beaver.
Because many accidents cause internal injuries,
look at that.
Basket to stabilize the victim.
Being able to float that right underneath them like that, that's great.
Nice. Rotel. I don't think I've ever had Rotel dip. We are taking care of tarantulas. This is our green bottle blue cage. She's come out a few times since her last molt now. Clearly she has been eating up the crickets because we're finding food balls everywhere. Make sure her water dish is topped off. There we go. I wonder what Rotel dip is.
They are no longer an endangered species.
Do you know what Rotel is?
No, what is Rotel?
It's canned diced tomatoes, peppers. You know when I make my enchiladas I really like?
Yeah.
And I get the can of tomatoes and peppers and stuff?
Yeah.
That's Rotel is that can.
Oh, okay. All right. We just took care of this little one. Mind you, we are going to be shopping
What
for
are you doing?
crickets tomorrow.
That is why I'm in my lap. I gotta get up early. I gotta use the bathroom.
Be very careful with this little one.
Back in Florida, Warden Herring puts on a dry suit, also called a gummies.
Yesterday, she was walking around and she looked extra fat. Today, she's right back to looking like she did before. So, I don't know what's going on. This is our Asian forest scorpion. She's got some food ball over here. Got another dead cricket right here. Asian forest scorpions are tropical terrestrial scorpions that you can find typically on the market for a decent price. They usually last about 6 years. Ouch.
The light went out.
Fucking.
so sore.
It's a good thing though, honey.
Not the reasons why though.
Yeah, I know.
Shirt. Whatever I'm trying to say. Oh my gosh. Got a little puddle going, Duchess.
Oh, jeez. Can you try that up on your way back? So just, bitch, are you trying to hide? Just like other scorpion species, when hit with UV light, the Asian forest scorpions tend to fluoresce. This is biofluorescence. It is a chemical reaction caused by the exoskeleton of the scorpion, the chemical therein, and the black light that we are using. This is a very good way for individuals to go out and find scorpions in their area if they have them. Now, there are some things that might set somebody back when trying to use a black light to find a scorpion. When scorpions are very young, they might not fluoresce very well. When they are like within 3 days post-molt, they might not fluoresce very well, if at all. You're okay, baby. Look at that. So we got to make sure that her cage is very moist. Okay, fairly moist. You don't want things to be very moist because it's the very moist conditions that tend to make things moldy. You don't want mold. Mold is bad for your animals. It's bad for you, bad for your... And she's gone. Bad for your house. So just go through, make sure the top layer is dry, and you should be golden. All right. If I have enough time tomorrow, I've got to go and get the freezer, our chest freezer, uncovered because it's got laundry on top of it right now. And then we got to make preparations to start culling our orange head roach colony. Plan was to sell them, but it's going to cost too much money initially to sell them online. So, yay. Oh, yes. Little bitch. She's the next one up. Oh, and I do have that poem that I wrote. I think we'll go and rehearse that or recite that after we're done with Little Bitch. So this tarantula is tropical terrestrial. Well, there's setting up the initial, what is that, clover device? Costs money. And then there is figuring out the cost to ship said roaches, and then tacking on the initial actual cost for said roaches. And like right now, we're just barely when it comes to making money on YouTube. Dur's helped out a lot. We made well over 100. We're still waiting for the payment on that. But when it comes to the ads on YouTube and making money from that, we just got to the point where we are now making $1 a day from the ads on YouTube. And hopefully that will start building up momentum. I've also figured out how to use the advanced settings to monetize every one of the videos that I post. So I don't have a set number with me right now because I haven't looked into it recently, but you got to buy the actual square and you got to set it up directly into your bank account and all sorts of freaking shenanigans. I'm sorry, girl, but we got to get your place ready for you, okay? Gosh, she is looking so big. But then again, if we set it up online, my wife could go and sell her stuff online. Damn it. We might just have to bite the bullet and just pay for it. Because then not only would I be able to sell roaches online, but my wife could sell her art to individuals and we could ship it from the house. Oh yeah, she has got that pre-molt badonkadonk. Generally speaking, juvenile or subadult tarantulas and or insects will eat until they are what's considered pre-molt. They will use that energy that they've been collecting to help them form their next exoskeleton, which they will slip out of and then grow into. So she's big right now. It could be worth it. It really could. I know. We're going to have to get the pamphlet again.
What?
Oh, the clover thing. It's very off-putting, but at the same time, if we could sell stuff from home, like your art, if people want one of your art pieces, that might be worth it. But the problem is the cost of setting it up. It's very unsettling. Well, it depends entirely on how much we have to ship. How many people want how many roaches, or how many people want certain art items. I'm hoping that we're not just going to get flooded. We shouldn't, considering how few people actually reached out to us here in town. The closest I got to selling locally when it came to the roaches was somebody saying, and I quote, "We'll keep you in mind if we need to find somebody else to buy roaches from." I was just like, thank you. And we haven't heard from them since. Maybe we'll put some of that money that Durs gave. Well, we will put some of that money because we currently have $130 coming to us from YouTube. So that can definitely go toward getting that and then selling from home. Right, honey?
What?
Getting the clover and selling stuff from home. They're saying it might be worth it.
Or we could also
What?
the Square app that me and Mom use.
Okay.
You can send people invoices for through email.
Okay, do we want to just... Because I'm trying to sell roaches, too. There we go. I think that was the third one. Took care of... Yeah, that was the third one. So we took care of 3. Well, we did a set, then we took care of 3, then we did a set, and we took care of 3, and now we're going to do another set, and we're going to take care of the other tarantulas, and we're going to do another set, and we are going to go and take care of the roaches. And I'm hoping that tomorrow my abs are going to hurt so much that I want to cry. Because that means that these twists that we're doing, rather than just the standard one, we're going to go up and do 2. It's actually making a difference. Mimi says, Miss Critter looking as gorgeous as always.
There's something wrong with her. Tell her she needs to get her eyes checked.
No, you are gorgeous, honey. This the snake. All right, I'm going to go and steal some water from my wife.
Life-saving techniques he's learned today, but at least he's prepared.
I'm gonna go get dry underwear on.
Back in Leamington, Blanchard locates the injured bird.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm getting up with something.
There he is.
The eagle is still, probably badly injured and unable to take flight.
We gotta help him somehow. I'm not sure how yet. That poor bastard.
Oi!
Blanchard grabs whatever supplies he can find.
Get out of the way!
I'm gonna go see if
Don't look at me like you're innocent. Oliver, you tried fucking your daughter. Get over there. Look at me like she's innocent.
I'm gonna lie to you.
Well, hopefully it's warm enough where you're at that staying outside at night is not going to be a problem. Or during the day, it's cool enough that it's not going to be a problem.
Extremely sharp teeth and talons when threatened.
Whew, yeah, don't even remind me. I'm hoping that the reoccurring bathroom issue that I have doesn't come up and bite me in the ass tomorrow morning.
Well, how much of the jerky did you eat?
I'm gonna go see if I can catch it.
How much was in the bag when I got home?
Hey, buddy.
There's one piece left.
Oh my God.
What about the bag I just made, or was that it?
I haven't touched that bag yet.
Warden Blanchard examines the bulb.
Oliver!
Signs of
Oliver, stop!
injuries.
He's hurt. Yeah, he's all messed up. He's got one good eye and one eye blind.
Stop it.
Jesus, I don't know. That isn't. I almost think he was shot. I'm not sure. I mean, that's pretty. You don't see that. Pretty unusual to see it.
So I went in there to make the bed.
It's the first one I've ever seen.
Yeah.
The bag of bacon strips was in the middle of the bed.
Oh no.
Standing perfectly up, no teeth marks and nothing.
Transports the eagle.
Well, it's either the dogs got to it or that's some weird paranormal shit. Like the entity's trying to get the dogs in trouble.
Warden Shadow.
You do realize that according to lore, ghosts feed on contention. They feed on animosity.
It was just funny though, 'cause like I said, it was sitting up perfectly, like,
In the middle of the bed. That is so weird.
and no teeth marks. You know, if they would have grabbed it though, they would have tore it up.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's no sign of attack. That's a red flag for Robinson.
If it was a legal tag, we have our tag on here, a big orange tag, we can track who actually dumped it here.
In the off season, the wardens are always on the lookout for a
Yeah, he's doing exercises.
Duchess, you playing with the bone.
Did you notice it earlier?
Duchess!
No, any vehicles?
Wolfie! Oh, Wolfie. Your baby.
Warden Robinson examines the darkness for
What is this? It's more fur? Are you shedding more fur all over my carpet?
By a vehicle.
people that are known to deliberately hit deer with their vehicles in order to take the road.
Yeah.
While accidental
Such a good boy.
claim is reported to the wardens,
Such a good boy.
intentionally
You don't make me as angry as the others do sometimes.
against the law.
Yes. Such a good
Vehicles
boy.
just
Oh.
calls to see if they can.
Thank you.
Oliver!
Who has the suspicions? We've got some more in Pastor Joey's garage.
Yeah. What are you gonna do about it? You better get in there. You better play. You better get in there. You better play.
Break this case wide open.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, Blanchard meets up.
That's what it's right there. Oh.
Non-profit wild birds.
You want the other side? You're such a cute puppy. It's like, oh, you want to give me more pets, huh? You want to give me more pets? Duchess, I'm surprised you don't want pets right now. You're always trying to steal attention. Always. Always.
Determined that the bird is a victim of foul play, the wardens will investigate further.
There you go. There you go, Ollie. Duchess.
Warden Robinson closes in on the process.
Oh.
Let's talk to Madison. Who I know, into these two drives that lowered our culture and who have been caught before. We're out together early this morning about 6 o'clock, right down the road from where we actually found this deer. They've been shot with some hunting-related things in the past, one of them has at least. It just doesn't all seem legit.
Warden Robinson meets with a local police officer who suspects a man with previous hunting violations. The suspect is a wild game butcher, which raises another bit.
Somebody kind of definitely someone who's done it before too.
Kids, get out of here. Go on.
That's deer hair, which
Oh.
I've been hitting it through here recently.
It's not Robertson needs to get to things.
Whew.
100 miles south. Marion is airport called with an emergency situation.
Whew.
All I know is there's 3,500 gallons. A lot of mountains. This right here, diesel fuel, it's got that tank right there. The containment for some reason around it, they don't, that's what fuel.
My goodness. All right, so this right here. Oh shit, I forgot. All right, so you guys enjoy watching her. I'll get ready for the poem. I almost forgot it. Where did I put my poetry journal?
Is that in the bathroom?
I hope so.
There's a cleanup crew that was falls through. The swift current below could suck him under the ice.
Anyway, there's a fault line where that track is like that, and stay away from those. You know, you can see the ice color thing, you want to stay away from that. That right there, you did. You know, someone's putting on there, it's all over. Keep checking it as you go. We need to be able to do it. Keep on that one.
All right.
While the team hurries to clean up the spill,
It's a safe that might
back up the mass.
but ideally we.
Calls the suspect, who appears to lead up to
It's not
his location.
just a prayer. As its venom kicks enough to come. Blood.
Try to be able to find some evidence in his truck and the back of his truck.
I hope it's good enough for you guys. Pain obtained isn't the same as when your heart starts to complain. I have a 15 for those who wait to mitigate. It's best to semi-possible. But I guess so that in any case, if they want to was raised to erase the body. Case of one not being grazed with a trace of common sense. What a way. Some trees when they seize very from frogs can make them. All right, here we go. Good night, Durs. Thank you for stopping by. I do appreciate it. All right, here we go. Where is it?
So there would be no deer meat in your freezer right now? No? Okay. Okay, nothing at all? Okay.
Roberts cuts the engine.
So what about the deer hair down in your driveway, where you park your vehicle?
Back on the Saco River, the cleanup crew is nearly done. They pull use the material absorbed the diesel. And from the looks of it, they were able to clean up the bulk of the spill, averting an environmental disaster.
Come on.
A victory for the Department of Environmental Protection and the Water Service.
That's not what I clicked on.
Warren Robertson hopes the evidence he found in the suspect's driveway will lead to a confession.
If that's there, which I believe it is, there's been any.
Come on.
It's right there. Okay, but you just told me you haven't had anything recently, and you haven't had any deer in your possession recently at all. And what you just told me is you haven't had anything in your possession for a while. Okay?
Oh my god, this thing is pissing me off. I did not look up death rate. I just looked up the freaking. Oh my god. This is why this electronic piece of shit is about to get
Robertson gets the bed of the truck.
destroyed. All I want to do is look up the snake. There we go. There we are. So this is what prompted my latest poem. This was a request. I hope it's up to snuff with you guys. I hope you guys enjoy this. The Bothricus schlegeli, don't say I said it wrong. I know I probably butchered it. Is a snake that might be the craziest to see, but ideally we should let it be free, lest we be made sick by its toxic shtick. It can inflict with just a prick as its venom kicks enough to contradict the trick our body uses to restrict blood loss via clots, sought when caught, stabbed, bit, or shot, if not distraught from a cut one got. And the pain obtained is insane as swelling strains muscles and veins while your heart starts to complain as it wanes over symptoms gained. They have a 15 to 20% kill rate for those who wait to mitigate symptoms with medicines we create for such a horrid state. It's best to initiate a response to reduce a fate that relates to one's death date, but some may postulate that the threat these snakes create just isn't great. 20% of those bitten die, but I guess there are guys that deny the worry need apply. Is it that they're too spry? In any case, if they won't embrace into venom race to chase away their place on the Reaper's race to erase them off the earth's face, it's a case of one not being graced with a trace of common sense, like it's been misplaced. These snakes do as they please in trees where they seize various prey species. From frogs to rats, possums to bats, they bite at all prey that can make them happy and fat. They don't look for a fight, but if any might try to smite the snake, a bite might make one see the light. So these snakes are an arboreal species that can be found in the low-lying jungles of South America and Central America. They are venomous enough to either kill you or make you regret that you ever messed with them in the first place. They are opportunistic hunters, as are most arboreal snake species. God, look at that. That one's chunky. Look at that. That is absolutely stunning. Generally speaking, you don't want to actually go and actively look to mess with these, but you generally wouldn't get that chance in the first place because we humans are, we tend to be terrestrial creatures. We tend to stay on the ground. Some of us might venture up into the trees, might get bit by these if they go and take care of gathering fruit, or if they climb up in trees to gather honey from bees' nests. Orophile, the only Military game that I recommend is on the Oculus Quest 2 or 3. I don't think that is not an eyelash viper. That's a blue viper. That's an eyelash viper right there. I wonder what they look like as juveniles.
And it was just like laying like that, no tracks around it. It's pretty clean.
Yeah.
It wasn't stiff when I found it.
Juvenile eyelash viper.
Sergeant Spark has a preliminary examination for obvious signs of foul play.
We have some buckling right here. I don't see any exterior trauma or anything coming in like a bullet. I don't feel any entrance or exit.
Yeah, their color scheme definitely is different than the parents.
He's been in some fights lately. Scratch right there.
They definitely look less vibrant.
This is the second injured bald eagle the wardens have found in a 25-mile radius. Are the two cases connected? Spar takes the bird to someone who can help them get.
Well, this is a juvenile. The adults look like that. They probably come in different varieties. So,
Looks like maybe a showing.
what are the different... Oh, wait, hold on.
Buck calls in and lets the name.
What are the different color schemes of the eyelash viper?
Cheryl, Sharon, Sergey, and Savannah.
No showing, huh? Something fishy up with the name, because I ain't gonna find it in the system. We don't have any record of a name like that.
Warden Buck tries the phone number. It may be legit.
So, that is not an eyelash viper. I don't know why it keeps coming up. Like, there's this one right here. There's this one right here that's probably closer to the color you're talking about.
Time is of the essence. Buck needs to track down the owner of the shack and make him remove it before the ice on this lake becomes too hazardous.
I had the secretary look up just the last name of the
Ooh, like that one.
Warden Buck plays a visit.
That one's a trippy color.
Send last night to see if they know the shack.
Hi, how are ya? You know who has the dice shack down on Messalonsky? The last name you got? Okay.
All right. Like that.
Is that even light fish down there?
That, I believe, is one. All right.
Okay, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Hey! 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 Stop! The Bothreichisch Lagili. Stop! The Both. Go to your kennel. Go to your kennel. To your kennel, Oliver. The Bothreichisch Lagili is a snake that might be the craziest to see, but ideally we should let it be free lest we be made sick by its toxic shtick. It's toxic shit. It's toxic shtick. It can inflict with just a prick, as its venom kicks enough to contradict the trick our body uses to restrict blood loss via clots, sought when caught, stabbed, bit, or shot, if not distraught from a cut one got. And the pain obtained is insane as swelling strains muscles and veins while your heart starts to complain as it wanes over symptoms gained. They have a 15 to 20% kill rate for those who wait to mitigate symptoms with medicines we create for such a horrid state. It's best to initiate a response to reduce a fate that relates to one's death date, but some may postulate that the threat these snakes create just isn't great. 20% of those bitten die, but I guess there are guys that deny that worry need apply. Is it that they're too spry? In any case, if they won't embrace antivenom race to chase away their place and the Reaper's race to erase them off the Earth's face, it's a case of one not being graced with a trace of common sense, like it's been misplaced. These snakes do as they please in trees where they seize various species, from frogs to rats, possums to bats, they bite at, all that can make them happy and fat. They don't look for a fight, but if any might try to smite the snake, a bite might make one see the light. So there you go. That is the species. I think that's that is definitely an eyelash viper. Again, they are arboreal. They can typically be found in the lowland jungles in Central and South America. They feed primarily on critters that you would generally find up in the tree canopy, frogs, possums, bats, birds. Probably every once in a while another snake, although they're not particularly known for it. So let's get this girl taken care of. This is one of our animals. This is a Brazilian white-kneed tarantula. She is supposed to be a tropical terrestrial tarantula. However, she prefers to, at least in the evening hours. God, your freaking water dish. Yet again. He's looking all sorts of raggedy. She prefers to have a mostly tropical, but semi-arid environment. So what we do, you're okay, is we water it down just enough to be moist through tomorrow, and in the evening it will dry back out and she will come back out and be happy and healthy. EV cars. I have one. It was my mom's, but now it's mine. Oh. I'm sorry you have to go through that.
The ice is finally out, and now that the cave is full, the pressure's off for Ward Robinson to close the case that's been dragging on.
Well, they're eco-friendly-ish. They're not very nice to the environment where the lithium's taken from, but if they do manage to actually reuse lithium, that kind of negates the overall problem that a lot of people have with them. The further we get into producing newer technology, especially when it relates to EVs, the better off the whole EV scene will get. I don't know why people make fun of them as much as they do. When they were a child, all they would want was the electric vehicle that the kid down the road had. But I guess when you get older, your tastes change? I don't know. I know that in the winter they wouldn't do so good around here, but during the summer, if it's really low cost, man. Oh, it's nothing, Orophile. I hope you enjoyed it. Reading it, I understand if it's not the best. But at least I'm trying again. Here we go. Now he is looking pretty thick for a male. I don't know if you'd call that pre-molt or if he's just storing up energy. But for a Harpictera pulchripes, by the way, that's what Waffles here is a Harpictera pulchripes, an African species of tarantula, which means he is old world, and thus is primarily considered to have some pretty potent venom. Now, again, most, if not all, tarantulas are not notorious for killing people. However, some of them will make you wish you were dead. Just saying. Whew. I don't want to ever get bit by any of my tarantulas, but I specifically don't want to get bit by that one or the Monocentropus balfouri. Both of them are old world species, and I don't want to test the theory of it's got more potent venom if it's old world. Like, let's not test that. Now, these guys, along with the majority of the smaller species that I have, are entirely... These guys are entirely insectivores. They tend to shy away from trying to eat things that are vertebrate because, or vertebrates, because they are typically food for vertebrates. Talking birds, cats, rats. I don't know if a snake would eat them. Don't think so. Just in, and also other invertebrate species take a nibble, but primarily that's what these guys eat. I guess spider was, yeah. Generally, when you have an adult species or an adult of a species, and it's a tarantula, they will go and they will store all of their energy. They might make a sperm web of some kind, but generally speaking, they try to maintain a very low energy output. That is, unless they are effectively trying to seek out a female to do the dirty with, in which case they will be all over the cage and then some. That is so cool, Mimi. All right. Now, like I keep telling people, owning tarantulas is not nearly as scary as most think it is. Owning tarantulas is pretty much... Hold on, let me get you up to face level before I go and get a drink of water. Owning tarantulas is pretty much just generic. They are brilliant to look at. They are interesting to interact with, but generally speaking, when it comes to the animals themselves, they're not out to cause mischief and mayhem unless you've really pissed off one of your larger species. Technically speaking, if she wanted to, our Theraphosa could probably chew a hole through the lid of her cage. She could probably do that. Same with the Lasiodora parabana. But they are kept so well, apparently, that they don't feel the need to go through and try to escape like that. Now, I keep hearing people talking about their Theraphosa blondie or burgundy just mauling their cage lid and making some grand escape, and I'm just like, how the fuck are you keeping your tarantulas? Because my tarantulas don't try to do that shit. My tarantulas are apparently happy and healthy. Oh no, she's still got trust issues. We give her like 2 days. Look, fuck. Look how fast she looks from this angle.
It's not nice to call a lady fat.
I'm just saying. Look at that. She looks like she could pop. She didn't look like that before. She is chunky. Do I hope that at some point she pops out some babies? Yes. Yes, I do. Will she pop out some babies? Find out next time on... No, I'm kidding. All right. I need another drink of water.
Did you fart?
He just didn't
Oh,
let out
that-
the gas or, hit the brake. or-
The air is well seasoned, honey.
And I know guys have crossed that area before, and I don't like sun like that.
He's sticking to his story. Not much more that Robertson could do on this one, but he did send a message.
Well, next time, anyways, let's keep away from some of the open water. Let it alive, and hopefully it's a lot
Yeah. It's crazy. Like, I've gotten a lot of flack from people about keeping my animals, but the one person or the one entity that matters the most when it comes to my keeping isn't the critics online. It's the animals that are in their cage. Like the Lacidor parabana, little bitch, she spends most of her time sleeping. Do you think that if she was upset with her conditions, she would be so stagnant in her cage? No. She gets fat, she gets happy, she gets molting, and then we gotta get her a new cage. But it's this good kind of insanity where we repeat ourselves on through life, taking care of animals that we love so much. Insanity is doing, well, I guess it's not insanity, because insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We're doing the same thing over and over again and expecting the same result. So we're just shy of insane. Fun stuff, right? Yeah. Cause that dormant.
Here's the deal. I got it done today. I took it off late today. Okay. All that stuff.
All right, so let's flip this around. Scope it down. I said flip it around. Thank you. So this is our Laciociano Sazimai male. He is a little bit bald because he used his urticating hairs on me. For those that don't know, urticating hairs are the abdomen hairs that are on the New World tarantulas. These hairs can be kicked off, and when kicked off, they have an immediate reaction if they hit your eyes, go up your nose, or go down your windpipe. However, they have a slower reaction, secondary reaction if you would, or a lesser reaction if it hits your skin. If these tarantulas only hit your skin with their urticating hairs, you will be an itchy bitch in about 30 minutes.
Maybe.
Maybe. If you're used to being hit with them, your body might react differently. But when I started and I got hit by the Lacidor parabana hair, oh man, I had stripes from where those hairs landed. That
Never had an issue.
what?
I never had an issue.
Yeah, my wife never had an issue. She was born to take care of tarantulas, I swear. You're fine. You just need to have your environment moistened. Swear to God, if you make a fucking break for it, you're gonna get in trouble. Don't you do it. Water still looks clean. He's literally less than an inch away from the open top of his cage. Cell death, and again after that cell, it's known as Krebs cycle. Oh yeah! Well, Krebs cycle. Wouldn't... Okay, means... And again, the cycle, cell synthesis began. It's known as Krebs cycle. Huh. It reminds me a lot of what happens with certain jellyfish species, where they basically, in certain ways, have a bit of a phoenix effect, where They grow old, they die off, they revert back to a larval stage, and they regrow again. Damn near endlessly. So that's interesting. I studied it in microbial science. That's crazy. The things that occur within existence. All right. This is our other Lasiociano sazamai. We were hoping this one was going to be a female, but after it molted the last time, we realized that this one too had tibial hooks. And if you look at the rear end, you'll see that it too has a small balding spot. These tarantulas can get stressed out just like any other species of New World, and they will throw hairs. They will also set their hairs into their surrounding webbing as a defense mechanism. If smaller animals go and step on the webbing, they could wind up being hit with some side effects that they'd rather not be dealing with. So now I just got to figure out what's the next animal I need to do a poem for. He's going to get a good grip on that siding. All right, we're done with that. We don't need to have a male taken off on us. That is not what I would consider to be a good way to end the night. Because they can be pretty fucking fast. Alright, now we're going to do another set. We're doing less and less as we go because my body's just like, boy, you're trying your luck. Yes, we have a stain on the carpet. Before you call that shit out, this carpet was here long before we moved into this house. We've been in this house for like 6 years now. Actually, longer than that. I think technically we've been here since Wolf had his shit go down with a cone around his neck. So that was 9 years ago. I've been in this house for 9 years.
Temptation for someone to interfere.
We have a baby owl that's on the ground. The nest about 100 feet up in the air. We're going to try to rescue that baby owl.
You want me to get more
She's
water?
out of the nest because it attempted to leave early.
You gonna go pile them
If we
back
get it
now?
back in, let it go another week, it might be taken off outside.
Yep.
Did you actually see it fall?
Crop dust. All right, here we go. I just vacuumed in here and it looks like tore apart toys.
Too much unwanted attention.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no, it's Oliver.
Spar decides to try and get it back into its nest.
Oliver, that's where I need to sit. Move.
We're leaving it secluded underneath the tree until we're absolutely ready to get it up.
All right, Ollie, come here.
Nest.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
We don't want to stress the bird out. We're going to bring in a fire truck, and we're going to try to actually get it back up in the nest.
Do you like him picking your friend here?
If I could just
Duchess,
climb the tree,
I have 2 hands.
that's what I would do.
Duchess, come on.
So we need a ladder truck.
Come here, Duchess. Yeah.
I'm going to step aside. They're going to bring in the bucket. That'll be good training for you. Oh, man. You up to it? So you're going to actually have to go over there and put that bird back in its nest.
In less than a week, Warden Lounder will be leaving to attend Advanced Warden School, a program that all new wardens must complete. Sergeant Spar sees today as a great opportunity to get him hands-on.
I can't stand it. Look at your face. Can't stand it.
Make sure you have your sunglasses
Come here.
down so she goes after your eyes.
Horned owls have sharp claws and beaks.
The talons are very sharp, even in the bird.
The idea is
Good.
I generally take my index finger and I get between their legs above their talons. And then I hold them upside down like a chicken.
All right, go
Anyone
on.
carry chicken upside down? Don't get
Go
your
on.
hands underneath the talons. Because then it's going to be quite painful. Not even snap a finger.
Ooh,
I'll have you
What are they talking about, bald eagle?
your mouth like Tarzan and I'll be giving you direction. Okay?
I think
Yes,
so.
I'll draw that up. All right, good.
By the way, the bald eagles were so interested in the falconer's birds. Before he left.
Oh, great horned owl.
It's a great horned owl. What's wrong with it? Is it caught somewhere?
No, it fell out of the nest.
Oh,
So they're putting it back up in the nest.
better be careful. Mama make an example out of him.
That's why they said to make sure he wears eyewear.
Yes, I'm back.
And she's back.
Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
Plan is go up, get to this kid, try to get him out of there.
Back in Franklin County, Warden Stevens heads up a search and rescue operation for a hiker suffering from severe dehydration.
You don't go on a hike out in the woods for more than an hour without, I'd say more than 30 minutes without having at least water.
He got sick and was throwing up a lot.
Did he eat some of those wild berries?
Possibly.
That sounds like eating some of those wild berries. That's how, was it the grizzly man died?
If the helicopter can somehow pinpoint Clayton's location, they can lower him.
By the way, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I've got these lovely dry patches on my leg. They're looking a hell of a lot better than they have in the past. Maybe I'm sweating everything else out of my skin that I need to. But the problem with dry patches is, just like when you have dandruff on top of your head, I don't know if you guys do this or not, like the flaky patches, it's pickable without the bleeding. So it's like a scab without the side effect.
And they might be able to see you, that's where I want you to go, okay?
Welcome to bad genetics, or good genetics. I was told that it was the overproduction of skin cells, which in my mind translate to
Are you gonna push that thing halfway across the living room?
eventually getting skin cancer.
Okay, I've not heard that part.
Well, it's the overproduction of skin cells, and when I think of the overproduction of any cells in the human body, beyond that of what you need, cancer is the first thing that tends to come to mind, especially if they.
And
What?
cancer is the first thing to come to your mind a lot.
Because cancer comes up in my family a lot.
Mine too.
Yeah, so it worries me. But in any case, if skin cells mutate the wrong way and they start generating rapidly, you tend to get growths and or cancers that you don't want. Not that you want any cancers, it's just that certain forms of cancer on your body are malignant and others are benign. Benign tumors, if I'm not mistaken, are the ones that won't kill you, generally speaking,
That means they're not cancerous.
but they are still growths on the body
Yeah.
caused by an overproduction of cells.
But it's not cancerous.
Well, it kinda is the mutation of cells, sort of. Then there's malignant, which is the rest. Yeah, cancers tends to spread. You don't want it in your body. You know, fun stuff. Ow, motherfuck!
Warden Stevens is racing against the clock to reach
Yep. You're gonna get a nice stretch this time. I'm gonna hold it there. Stretch out that tendon and or snap my wrist. I don't know which. Because that's what I was told. No! Get out of here. Not the proper time. Don't just, I said go. No! I said go, not fucking try harder. For the love of God, take a hint. Child, I am in pain. Petting you is not going to make it hurt less. Such a brat. Yeah, this doesn't involve you. Does this look like I want to go, hey, come here? No.
Southeast of us, coming right on us now.
Still hurts less than it did before, but fuck.
She just wants to.
I do not care. Okay? When I am in pain, I really do not care.
With the helicopter now overhead, Stevens tries to direct it toward.
Oh god, nope, we're not doing that. Fucking wedgie.
Nobody knows exactly where he is.
Doop, doop.
Hey, but so like where you are right now, you think helicopter
Butt
can
head.
see you?
Warden Stevens knows the hiker's condition is getting worse,
Okay.
but needs to get him to a spot where the helicopter can see him.
Get to an open spot where they can see you. Hey, so straight ahead of us, further up.
The forest canopy is so dense that the helicopter must rely on Clayton to get it. And
Did
he's
Daddy
having
kick you out of over?
Hey, but you see that helicopter? No. Hear it? No. You can't. What? You see that helicopter? No. Can you hear it? No.
back on track. The dense forest is making it difficult for the helicopter to find Clayton's exact location.
I'm kind of surprised you can't hear him. You see a sign or anything up there? Oh, okay, so you're past the 5.2 line.
Oh.
Alright.
Oh.
Yeah. He's over. Yeah.
The mile marker is on the summit of Crocker Mountain. Clayton is much further away than he originally thought.
So did you go over the top of the mountain and start going down the other side? I'll try to redirect that helicopter. Went over the summit and it's just on the other side of it.
The new information is helpful, but there's another problem. A storm is approaching, and the summit is shrouded in clouds.
Hey, but listen, that helicopter's still trying to find you. What does it look like where you are? Stay on the phone with me for a while. Yeah, no problem.
With the hikers confusion about his location, and clouds rolling, hikers ran out.
See that helicopter?
They need to locate him before he passes out, or his cell phone battery dies.
You do? 935. He advises he can hear you now.
Our issue is going to be, the bad weather on the summit is making it difficult for the helicopter to get close quickly.
Can you see him? Yeah.
The helicopter is closing in on Clayton's location, but can't get close enough.
Yeah, I gotta stand up. We're getting a lot of wind on the ground now.
Okay, so we're gonna start with the orange head roaches. We're gonna go over what our plans are for them in the next couple of days. It's gonna be a little bit that in mind.
Alright, we're gonna keep on.
We have had a little bit too much success with the orange head roaches. Even though we've tried keeping the males and the females separate, though it has slowed their reproduction, it has not reduced the reproduction. Because as soon as orange head roaches molt out, they can reproduce. So we have males that molt out, and as soon as they are able to stick it to the female, they do so, and we keep getting these consistent bursts within the colony of new youngins. It's a problem. So we are going to have to go and start culling the species. Now, a lot of people don't like these animals to begin with, but I do feel a little bit like I'm a monster for going through this process. But if it's a process that can save them in the long run, it's a process that we will start partaking in. So these are the orange roaches. We have females, or what we hope are females in one. Good Lord. That's a male.
And when the driver decides not to come, it's up to the discretion of the wardens.
Okay, we're gonna have to go through and pick out the dead ones. That one's still alive. You motherfucker. Okay. That's a molt. Well, you're definitely going to have to reduce the population. Wouldn't say immensely, but we are going to have to reduce it. We're going to start with the parents, the adults. Now we're going to separate some of these juveniles. The males and the female adults are going to be going completely bye-bye. Basically starting anew. And how we're going to put them down is considered to be the most humane method. It's where you go and you put them into the freezer, and it causes them to go into a state of hibernation and then pass away because it is too cold. So it has to be done. And once the males and the females are all taken care of, we will be renovating the male enclosure, putting in more cross ventilation, reducing the overall amount of youngins in this enclosure. It's not something I like to think about. The dubias are going to need a new cage too, because they are taking off.
We hear it all night from the local PD, hard year act,
Over a couple of counties, Wardens Harry and Louser are about to put in a 100-year killed in a road accident with good use.
Are you up for a deer? If it's something that you could use, I would bring that over. If you want to follow me, we're going to go just outside the north window on 115.
Animals decide not to Zula. Well, you can always learn. Jesus Christ, another incident? One of the things that we're seeing amongst the female cage is a lot of cannibalism. We're hoping to mitigate that via depopulation. And as they age out, well, treat them all the same as we treated their parents. Another frequent incident, yeah. It's happening too much, too frequently. I stuck my toe on my weight. Ah! 50 pounds of metal is very unforgiving.
Yes, it is.
Fuck. Oh, God. Oh, fuck.
I'm kind of keeping an eye on him more for safety reasons. He's got waders on the weight down the river. He's got a pretty good current to that log or something to come down through. Then find out. We'll keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't drown. That water's cold too. Man, that guy's crazy.
Oh, yeah. California's definitely worse. Doesn't mean I don't miss it sometimes.
Maine's large network of roadways offers efficient and easy river access.
That guy right there is going to molt soon. So we have our one male, a bunch of females. There are so many babies underneath this right here that it's actually kind of horrifying. We have stopped putting the food in here because of the fact that the storage mites got really bad. So what we've been doing is
Oliver, get off!
Oliver! You fucking pervert!
She was playing now all over the field where his face was down and his butt was in the air.
Yeah.
That's what she was doing when he started to climb.
Oh, God. Yeah. Unfortunately, that tends to be the way things get a lot of places. There was even at one point, God, I hope it's not arson. Somebody, I forgot to share with you guys the pictures that I took. Somebody burned down a freaking motorhome over down the road from us on the same street that the jail / sheriff's office is located on. Like, that's crazy. It's nuts. People have been up to some shenanigans. Oh, man. piece of junk. Alright. Yeah, no, it's crazy, isn't it? That's like some damn Gotham shit right there. It was literally within eye shot of the sheriff's office / jail. Like, they should have been able to see it popping off, yet nothing was done. Crazy word. All right, go fold that table up, and we're gonna go and do our last set. Don't know how well we're gonna do. Are you fucking kidding me? However, get away from the door. Go on. Oh yeah. Oh. I can't do much of those anymore tonight. Also, one of my freaking muscles in my back started to hurt. That's not good. All right. Whew. All right. Unfortunately, I do have to go. It is well past my bedtime. Yes, I am that age. You go from having a bedtime to being an adult not having a bedtime to being an old adult and needing a bedtime. I will get some water. What?
Humane Society has some Himalayan kitties or
Siamese kitties? You guys have it's only 2. It is friggin' 10:54 here. Have a good night. Stay safe. And remember, I better not see you on the news unless it's good news.
And some light.